John Sessoms here. Welcome to my studio down here in Eastern North Carolina. Thanks for looking at the video. I'm going to talk a little bit about rhythm changes. Now, rhythm changes is a large, it's a form that's used a lot in jazz standards. Like Charlie Parker, I used it in Ornithology-Sonny Rollins and Oleo-Charlie Christian in 7-11. Also some more modern people like Oz Noy. He's kind of a new guy, to me is anyway, but he's a modern player. There's a song he's got called Boom Boo Boom. Check it out because the bridge is basically what I just played, except in C a lot quicker. The rhythm changes opens up a lot of harmonic possibilities. For playing notes, as long as you're going to hit one of the notes in the chord, it's going to sound all right. But so between blues and rhythm changes, that's a large portion of the jazz, repertoire. But where does rhythm changes actually come from? It's a Gershwin tune called "I Got Rhythm." If you look in the real book, and probably a lot of you have the real book, if not, you should get one. It's basically 1 6 2 5, 1 6 2 5. Then over a period of time, people have re-harmonized it. Where you got moving chords, and that's gives you a pretty cool bass line. But I did a video on jazz blues showing you how you could play a jazz blues with just 2 different chord shapes. Now this one you're going to need 8 chord shapes. Okay, the first one is a major 7. I'm going to put the diagrams down below. It's a root 6. There's your root, so that makes it a G major 7. And then here is a G sharp diminished 7. Now that chord's funny, it's got 8 different names, but we'll talk about that later, maybe do a whole video on why a diminished has 8 different names, but here I'm thinking of the root as the note on the 6th string. And here comes a minor 7. This one is I'm using a bent knuckle chord. I could have played it like this as a bar chord, but here I'm playing it as a bent knuckle chord. We only have 1/5 in there instead of 2 of them. Also sounds a little jazzier. Okay, the next chord is a diminished chord again. Minor, diminished, minor. So with those first 3 chords, that's half the tune. Okay, so then after that minor 7, I'm going to go to a 9th chord. That 9th is the root is on the 5th string. Then I'm going to turn that into a minor 7. Could have played minor 7 like this. I'm going to play it like this, just kind of like the sound. Then I'm going to go to a chord probably everybody knows, a bar chord. That's a dominant 7 with the root on the 6th string. Then I'm going to go to a major 7, where the root here is on the 5th string. Now we have 2 kind of major 7s, root 6, root 5, so now you can use those somewhere else. Okay, now we're going to take that major 7 and turn it into a minor 6. So there's another chord that has a whole bunch of names. It could be an F9 with C in the bass. Could also be an A minor 7 flat 5. In this case, it's the last chord you need in the bunch. So then, any of those chords that you don't know, you should practice them up and down the neck. Now here's the secret on learning a new chord, a movable chord or a bar chord, is you're going to play 2 counts, do a pressure release with your fingers, and let the strings push your fingers up off the fretboard. And you sort of set up a sort of a beat. In this case, I'm doing 1, 2, 3, 4, switching position just to play at different spots. You're doing a couple of things doing that. One is you're doing like mini push-ups with your fingers. And you're also setting up a backbeat. So I'm setting up a backbeat on 2 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. It's going to train your left hand to start, creating rhythms, by using your left hand as well as your right hand. There's linear ways to learn chords. You can get a book and, play through all the chords in the book, or, learn a song that's got a lot of chords and use them as your foundation. There's a lot of ways to pick up chords. But when I play these chords, I wrote them out as sometimes 6-string chords, but when I play them, I'm just going to let my pick maybe play 6-string, 4th, 3rd, 2nd. So I'm not going to try to hit them all. As a matter of fact, if you played, picking fingers, I might hit pick on the bass and hit these fingers playing. It's in between. You can do all finger style too, but those chords will get the job done for you. I always think of rhythm changes as you're kind of treading water in a key. And I guess that's what the original people were doing, because you could, Gershwin's thinking, man, I could put this down, his changes. You could play anything on that. You could sing anything on that. Like, I was walking down the street, what do you think I see? From a musical standpoint, you can sing anything on top of that. Now, once you get going, that also opens up harmonic possibilities, open, the chromatic scale. Some people talk about modes and all that. Chromatic scale is very useful too. That's another video, another time. But at any rate, I'm going to play it again. And this time I'm going to play it medium tempo. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3. So there you have it. I'm going to do another video possibly on rhythm changes about the bridge. The bridge is a bunch of extended dominant chords. But, just learning those 8 chords, it's one of my goals today, is to show people those 8 chords as well as rhythm changes. So appreciate you watching. Please subscribe to my channel. I'm trying to grow my channel, and so I could do more videos. I've been teaching guitar for over 40 years, and there's a lot of stuff I picked up when showing people. But now I'm doing a bunch of random subjects. Eventually I'm going to come back and do something a little more structured, but right now rhythm changes is a good place to start to get some chord vocabulary. Also, if you get a chance, please leave me a comment and I know what you're thinking. Talk to you soon.